Hello. Good evening, guys. This is Mrs.Z, and this is grade 5, mission 2, lesson 28, problem set. First problem says Ava is saving for a new computer that cost $1,218. She has already saved half of the money. Ava earns $14 per hour. How many hours must Ava work in order to save the rest of the money? So let's plan what to do. So we're gonna read. If you need to read one more time, it's always recommended. So read, then draw a picture of it, and then write or calculate or solve. So Ava is saving for a new computer. Let's see if that is her new computer. I'm gonna move to the right so I have room. And let's see, this is tape diagram represents her computer, right? So that's the and computer cost 1,200. So $1,218. That's how much computer is. That's the first sentence. Next says she has already saved half of the money. So if that is a whole money, half of it would be this much. And she already have saved that. Okay? Saved money. Okay. And then they say that Ava earned $14 per hour. How many hours must Ava work in order to save the rest of the money? So this is the rest of the money that she needs to save. So need to save. So if I highlight, so when we think about half, it means that you divide the amount in two pieces, equal pieces. So if computer cost $1,218, we can divide into two, and it will give us that amount, how much is each half. So we can do standard algorithm thinking of if I'm going to take the highlighter just to see its procedures is the same. I'm thinking if my group is 2 and I only have 1, I can't make any groups of 2. If I have 12 hundreds, then I can make groups of hundreds. So I'm going to share equally. 2 times what makes 12? So how many I can put in a group? 6. 2 times 6 is 12. When you subtract, you have no remainder. But we are not done. We bring down the next digit, which is what is happening. You have 200 and now you have one more 10. So you are going to regroup that 10 again because once again, you only have 1 and you needed to make groups of 2. So there is 0 groups of 2 in the 1. So 0 times 2 is 0. When you subtract, you got remainder 1. The last we did each digit, now 8 is the last digit. So we're going to bring it down. And then that means you had 110 and 8 ones together is 18 ones. When you share with the group, you can make 9. 2 times 9 is 18, and you don't have anything left. That is what we use a standard algorithm, but this you always observe number, guys, thinking, let's see here, right? If I have $1,218 and I need to divide just into two pieces, I don't need to use standard algorithm because it's easier if I break this number into two parts. Then I know, like I know that 12 is divisible by 2, so I'm going to have this group here to be 1,200 and then 18. So that's all together is 1,218. And all I need to say, oh, now I needed to divide multiple of tens with 2 into 2, so 12 divided into 2, or 12 hundreds divided into 2 is 6 hundredths. I add these two zeros, 6 hundredths, and then 18 divided into 2 is 9, so altogether is 609. That's the same, but it's a shorter version than this. If the numbers are compatible, that you can decompose and easily divide. So now when you think about next, this we know that each of these is 609. So this half is 609, and she needs to save also $609. But she needs to see how many groups of $14 are in this number, because that's how many hours she needs to write. So like she needs to take this half and then divide in a groups of $14. So 14 and again 14, and it's going to be how many units of 14 are in 609 in the this half. All right, so I hope that makes sense to you. So what that means is you needed to have 609, and you're going to divide into 14. 609, now divide into groups of 14. You can think, if you like, the 14 is very close to 15, so it's going to be it's easier for us to think that could be a 15. So when I'm thinking about how 15 times what is a 600, then that can help me to figure it out how many 14s are in the. But I will just go by one number at a time so it's easier. So if I think 6, I can make any group, so I needed to put 0 above. And then I'm going to move to the tens. And now I have 60 to think about, and I can think 15, round this to 15, and then you can add 15 if you like. 15 and 15, if you don't know, 15 and 15 is 30. So now double 30 would be your 60. So you can see then there are 2, and here are also 2. So 4 would be the plausible answer, correct answer to have how many 14s are in 60. So let's see, if I guess that this is 4, I can go on here, and I say 14 times 4. 4 times 4 is 16. I remember 1. And 1 times 4 is 4, plus 1 is 5. So very close. So 14 times 4 is really 56. So when I subtract, I can regroup, make that 10 ones. 10 minus 6 is 4. 5 minus 5 is nothing. But I'm not done with ones. So I'm going to have 4 tens and 9 ones. And I'm thinking, how many 14s are in 49? So you can look this. Then in 30, there are 2. And you have here 49. So that's only the way we can think is there are 3, maybe 3 or 2 of 14. If it's 2 times is 30. So if you add 1 more, that would be 45. So we have 49. So definitely the 3 is the R number that we are looking for. 3 times 4 is 12. I remember 1. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4. Plus 1 is 4, correct? All right, so the answer is 42, real answer, because here we did estimate by 15, rounded to 15. So 99 minus 2 is 7, 4 minus, so that is leftover of 7. And then we can look this as remainder, and we can show remainder as a fraction. So 5th grade needs to know if this is my problem, 609 divided into 14, my answer could be shown as a fraction. I will have 43 groups of 14, and I will have 7 out of 14 left. So 7 out of 14 left, or we can say 7 14ths. But then also you know that 7 is a half of 14. So there are 2 7s in 14. So 7 14ths is also seen as 1/2. So 43 and 1/2 is our final answer. And that is how many hours she needs to work, because we divide half of the money that she needs to save into groups of 14, and we find there is a 43 groups, so she needs to do 43 hours and a half more hour to gain $609 for other half for her computer. So now we need to write a statement. We did the read, we draw, and we write how many hours must Ava work in order to save the rest of the money. So use this language. Ava must work for about 42 more hours, exactly is 42 and a half hour, in order to save the rest of the money. So all this language, we can use it in our statement to write answer. Right, I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger so you can see all of them here. All right, and that is okay. So I'm gonna start here. Ava must work 43 and 1/2 hours to save the rest of the money for her computer. So you could use the language from the question to answer it. Okay, that was problem 1. Let's move on to the problem 2. Problem 2 says this. Michael has collection of 1,404 sports cards. He hopes to sell collection in packs of 36 cards and make $633.75 when all the packs are sold. If each pack is a price the same, so price has to be the same, how much should Michael charge per pack? How much you need to charge per pack? So to make a plan, we know that Michael has some cards. And this is, if I look, this should be like his cards. And there is collection of total of 1,404 cards. Okay, but now he would like to put those cards in a groups of 36 cards. We call it pack or units. So he will divide this into groups of 36. So this will be one pack of cards. But we don't know how many of the same units, how many packs he can make in this whole 1,404. So what that tells you that your equation, it looks like this. You have to do, like, if you have 36, we don't know how many groups we're going to have. So that's question mark times 36, because I know the size of a group gonna be 36, and that will must equal 1,404 total cards. So now when we know that this equation means some number of groups times 36 must equal 1,404. Our picture tell us, oh, we need to check with multiplication, we check with the division. We needed to do 1,404 divided in a groups of 36 will give us the unknown cards. So I can make this as groups, so G as a groups, how many groups we have, and that is a question mark. So let's see how we can do that. On the side, I'm gonna write so 1,404 and groups is 36. So when I'm thinking about the group to be 36, I can estimate this to be 40 because it's really close to 40. So then I can think of if I have 1,000, I cannot share equally in the 36 groups of 36,000, so I can make 0 groups. Also, if I have 1,400, I can make 0 groups of 3,600. Then finally, I'm going to combine and decompose all this into 140 tens. So now I'm taking how many 36 are in 140. So we can count 40 and 40 is 80. and 40 is 120. So I wouldn't go further than that because I have 140 and then all 3 times 40 is 120. So I'm going to go and do 3 because 3 times 6 is 18. I remember 1. 3 times 3 is 9 plus 1 is 10. So that would be 108. And when we subtract, we'll see if we are right. So 0 minus 8 doesn't work. You can't give me 8 when you have a 0. You have to regroup, and then you will have 10. 10 minus 8 is 2. 3 minus 0 is 3. And 1 minus 1 is. So our remainder is 32. We couldn't make a new group. So our estimate 3 was okay, was fine. Now, I'm done with all digits by 4, but 4. So I'm going to bring down that. And now I have 324. How many groups of 40 are in 324? Remember, I round this 36 into 40 to make me easier. So I can think of 4 times what is really makes you to get close to 36. So if I think about that, I know that 4 times 9 is 36. So I could guess that my 4 times 9, 40 times 9, 9, let's check, okay? I'm guessing that here is 9. So I'm going to do 36 times 9. 6 times 9 is 54. 4, I remember 5. 3 times 9 is 27. And 5 is 32. So it's 324. It's a perfect number. 324. So it is 9. 9. So then there is no leftover. Guys, if you don't know how to round, and it's the same thing, you can add 36 and you will need it to add 9 of 36 in order to get to the number 324. So it still works if you adding same group, same number addition. All right, same group addition. So now we got 39. So I know that he will need it 39. He will make 39 groups of 36 packs in cards that in a pack there is 36. So now there's another information that we need to consider. It says he wants to make $633.75. So we need to know how much should Michael charge per pack. So now we know that new equation. He knows now how many groups he has, but he does not know how much he will charge each group. So I can put this as a dollar sign. We don't know. Must equal, he wants to make $633.75. This is group size unknown, and then this is size of a group that we don't know. We don't know how much he will charge per one group of the cards. So what we need to do, if this is multiplication, we're going to divide 633 and 7500s, divide in the groups of 39, will give us how much money he needs to charge per pack. So So now when we do that, we need to divide. So let's go and let's have a room here. So I'm going to try that. All right. So I'm going to write 633 and 75 hundredths. And then it will be groups of 39. 39 is really close to, 39 is really close to 40. So it's going to be easy to do this. I'm going to draw a line between place values, and I will have my decimal right where it is in my original number. So now I'm going to go one number at a time. If I have 600, I cannot make any groups of 39. Now, if I have 63, I can make one group. 1 times 39 is 39. When I subtract, I need to regroup. That will be 5, and this will be 10 plus 3 is 13. 9, and what number equals 13? 9 and 4 makes 13. 3 and what makes 5? 3 and 2 makes 5. So left over 24, we are good with remainder. We're going to bring down the 3. Now, we'll talk about now 240. So now think about this to be 240 and this 40. So if you count by 40, skip count by 40, 40, 80, 120, 160, 200, and 240. So you will have 6 groups of 40 or 6 groups of 39 in this number. So let's now do that. 6 times 9 is 54. 54, right? So 3 times 6 is 18, plus 5 is 23. And we got ourselves left over. So let's find what it is, because 6 times 39 is 234, not 243. So we can't do 3 minus, we have to regroup and make that 13, 13. 13 minus 4. 4 and what makes 13? So we can skip count from 4 to 13 if it's easier for you. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And that is 9, because 9 plus 4 is 13. And that is left over. But we are not done, because we have these tens to bring. So what this happening here logically is you have leftover $9, and then you're going to change it into 97 tenths or dimes. Now, how many groups of 39 are in 97? If you round to 40, the 40 plus 40 is 80, so definitely it has to be 2 groups. 2 times 9 is 18. I remember 1. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. So 7, I can subtract. 17 minus 8 is 9, because 9 and 8 is 17. And then 8 minus 7 is, so we have 19 left. So now I'm going to bring the last number, which is 5. And now I need to figure it, 5, not 0. Now I have 195. How many groups of 39 are in this number? So think about 40, round this to 40, 40, 80, 120, 160, 160, 200. So might be work because it's one left. But let's check. All right. I would say if you guess that is 4, for example, you can check. I'm guessing this is 4. 4 times 4 is so sorry. If it's 4 times 40 is 160, so that's less than this, but it's not bigger than this. But so I can go and check. But I'd rather try 5 because let's see if 5 times 9 is 45. I remember 4. And 5 times 3 is 15 plus 4 is 19. And that is a perfect number. There is no leftover. So we know now how much he needs to charge for each group of his cards. $16.25 or $16.25. That could be a good. So we found that dollar amount is $16.25. All right, same like we did find that this is groups. G was 39, groups were 39. So now we need to answer a question. How much should Michael charge per pack? Michael has to charge $16.25 per pack. All right, and this was